What's up? Horrendous game today for the Birds. First off, as I always do, I got to give credit where credit is due, and that's to the New Orleans Saints. They did a great job today, an outstanding job, and you know, they they really can. Honestly, in my opinion, I know it's week 2, but I think I took a quick glance at their schedule. Don't remember off the top of my head, but they can be a team like similar to the '06 team. They could go on a great playoff run. I wouldn't be surprised. It is week 2 though, but man, you know, as for the regular season, man, I hope the Saints turn out. If not the Eagles, I hope the Saints are at least the NFC's best team, if not the Eagles. Because if we get our asses hammered like that from New Orleans, then man, I hope that they're the most dominant team in this conference. Because if there's any team that's better than the Saints right now in our conference, I'm scared to death if we have to face any of those teams in our conference this year. I mean, so hopefully that was our worst game of the year. Hopefully we won't have that tough of a challenge anymore, because that was a really, really good team today. A really good team. I didn't really expect it. I mean, I, I mean, for the second straight week, the Eagles make my prediction look like shit. It was good last week, but the turnout was bad this week on my prediction. I predicted them to win by 7, and it looked to be a close game going into halftime. But we fumbled the ball coming out of the second half, and now that wasn't necessarily the turning point for me. The turning point for me was when we fumbled the ball to start the second half, and how Ellis Hobbs fumbled it, which pissed me off, by the way. I said, okay, it really sucks, but as long as we get a defensive stop here, I think we'll be okay, and maybe limit them to a field goal and be within a touchdown. But they got a touchdown, and Kevin Cobb made probably his biggest mistake of the day. Probably probably the most frustrating mistake he made all day. Threw the interception. They got another touchdown before we know it. Within like 3 minutes, they were up by 18. And it's very frustrating. It's very frustrating. But defense, man. Oh, I mean, they did a horrible job today. And the special teams. I mean, Sav Rocco had a couple of horrible punts. The defense on that first drive when it was 7-0. I mean, the defense and special teams did a terrible job. I mean, they did. I mean, how many times did we see today on third down? How many times did we see on third down the Saints convert? Almost. I remember there was one drive, it was like 3rd and 12, and the Eagles are down by 14 in like the third. Drew Brees, I believe, gets a gain of like 25 yards on an incredible catch by one of the New Orleans Saints receivers. I can't remember exactly who it was. But, I mean, what the hell happened to our cornerbacks, man? I mean, where the hell were they today? I mean, you can put up 38 points last week, and you can only put up 24, or 22, today. Really 20, but Drew Brees just, he didn't care. He just threw the ball out of bounds and just gave us 2 points. But, yeah, it's frustrating. I mean, you go from 38 points to 22 the next week. I mean, come on. It's not that good of a game. Not a good game at all. Now, I'm not necessarily mad or frustrated or calling out saying Kevin Kolb is the GOAT for this game. Because honestly, I think in the first half he did a good job. The first drive, he made a great, outstanding pass to Deshaun Jackson. But no, he had some slip ups. I mean, 3 interceptions, even though the last 2 didn't really mean much because we were basically out of it by then. But you know, he looked promising. He looked promising, and he changed my confidence a little bit in him. You know, if he comes into a game again, there's a good chance he's going to start next week against the Chiefs. Which I don't understand why. I think you should throw in Michael Vick, but whatever. I mean, whatever quarterback we have, we'll probably beat the Chiefs next week. But I think, in my opinion, Cobb deserves another chance. I'll give him another chance. I mean, NFL debut, first drive. I'm sorry, NFL. His first time being listed as the starting QB in the NFL. First start, and first drive touchdown. Great pass to Deshaun Jackson. So I'm willing to give this guy another shot. Plus, I really, honestly respect the guy, and I have more confidence in his play now, especially against a good Saints defense. But I have more confidence in him right now, and I really respect him as a person. You know, today he made no excuses. He was completely honest. You know, we see McNabb sometimes. You know, it isn't to really get on McNabb. This isn't what I'm meaning to do. But, you know, we see McNabb, you know, kind of beat around the bush when he's asked, a tough question. Or maybe, well, yeah, it's the best way to put it, a tough question. A question that he's not comfortable answering. You see McNabb kind of beat around the bush a little bit, or downplay the question like it's no big deal or something, maybe when it is. But whatever. But Kevin Kolb is honest, and that's one thing I really respect out of him. I'm not trying to get on McNabb here. I'm just making some comparisons here, and I really respect Kevin Kolb as a person. He's a good guy, and I'm definitely willing to give him another chance. However, I'm really pissed off at this at the defense today. I'm really pissed off. I mean, the horrible job covering the receivers, and I mean, I didn't check the box score, but I don't think we got to Drew Brees too many times. We didn't even come close to Drew Brees when all day the Saints defensive linemen were like tons of times almost got to Cobb and nearly sacked him. And you saw Cobb having to go back and throw off his back foot. You never saw that from Drew Brees today because our defense did a horrible job, and it's just unacceptable. And I'm really pissed off at this defense today. But it's gonna, I'll probably forget about this loss maybe within 2 days, to kind of think about it and I guess get over it because it's a tough loss. But life goes on. Next week's against the Chiefs, and it should be a win next week. But they got to play the game and they got to win it. So next week's against the Chiefs, and later in the week I'll make a preview before the Chiefs-Eagles game. Should be a win. Anyway, that's all I got. We may have lost today, but you know what? I still love the Eagles. I'll never give up on them because they're my team. They're a part of me. So that's it for now, and I'll be coming out with the preview for the Chiefs and Eagles, like I said earlier, later in the week. Alright, go Birds. See ya.